Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm gonna call this part two of dating after 40. Um, Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to come back on and maybe just tell you guys why I am single. I think I did a video like this before, but okay, it's time for an update. Because I get that question asked all the time. Oh, you're too pretty to be single. Why is a woman like you single? Da 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 da. You know, first of all, I want to say that I was never a woman that, like some women, being in a relationship is the main thing that they want in life. They want to be married. They want to be somebody's wifey, which is cool. Of course, I would like to be somebody's wifey too, but not just that. Like, being somebody's wifey is not just my ultimate goal. Be the wife and that's it. I always wanted more. So that's number one. I'm not one to have a relationship to make me a whole person. I'm a whole person with or without a man in my life. I may be single, meaning without a man, but I'm still me. I'm still, a whole person. I don't feel like a piece of a puzzle is missing because I choose to be single. I am single right now. Honestly, I'm single right now because you know how sometimes you may meet a guy, you date, you talk, maybe 3-4 months. After those 90 days, you start finding out things about each other that you may like even more or may not like, or you start finding out things about each other that you didn't know. And like I said, I was going to be open and honest with you guys. So, for example, this guy I was dating before I moved to Atlanta, he was nice. He was a vegetarian. And I say that because that kind of, I'm a Southern girl from the South. I love to cook. I love for my man to eat. He's a vegetarian. I kind of thought that would be a problem for us. But then I said, okay, Trey, stop being so petty. Maybe you can learn how to cook vegetarian stuff. But that kind of like ding, 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 ding to me, okay? But anyway, he was coming over a lot. I was going over his house and stuff like that. And I don't know, to me, just something felt kind of too good to be true, okay? So me being a Scorpio, an investigator at heart, I like to dig, get my shovel and dig. Something was not sitting right with me, okay? So he was at my house one day. That's when I lived over there. And he left to go get us breakfast, okay? And he made the mistake of leaving his book bag. You know how men carry books, bags and stuff like that? He made the mistake of leaving that on the sofa. Okay, so when I saw that, I was like, my investigative mind started going like, wow. I was like, let me see what he got in his bag. Then I was like, no, Trey, no, don't do that. You're invading his privacy. Then I was like, it was like the little devil was on this side, the angel was on this side saying, devil was like, yeah, go look in that bag, see what the hell he got in it. And the angel was like, no, Trey, he's a nice guy. Y'all been getting along, don't do it. Of course, the little angel fell off and the devil got to me. And I started digging in that book sack. So I started digging. He had, stuff like deodorant and lotion. I guess from him sleeping over, he had a change of clothes in there. He had his uniform. And then he had receipts and paperwork and stuff like that. So, and he had diet pills because he used to sell those and stuff like that. So then I'm digging. I was like, oh, I ain't finding nothing. But then something told me to kind of look at the receipts and see what he been buying. So I picked up one receipt and it was from Walgreens. It had on there some type of drink he bought and prenatal pills. And I'm like, what the hell is he buying prenatal pills for? I'm like, I know he ain't buying it for his sister. I don't think she pregnant and stuff like that. I'm like, who are you buying prenatal pills for? So that didn't sit well with me, right? So what I did is I dialed that number on the receipt, and that number was in a certain part of California. So I narrowed that down. I said, okay, so he was down there buying pills. It just did not sound right. So I don't want to lie. I think no, I didn't look in his phone. No, he finally ended up coming clean about it. I didn't ask him about it when he came back, but then I started, like, I guess he saw me acting a little funny with him, and another day, like after that, he came over, and I think he gave me money. He gave me money, and I was kind of like, that was the first time he just handed me money, like whatever. He would buy me stuff, and when we go out, but he handed me money, and I found that kind of odd too, because we were kind of new. So for him to be giving money, I was like, okay, what is he trying to move in here? And I was like, that's a no. We haven't known each other that long. I think we was like 2 months in or something like that. But then he said he had something to tell me. And bottom line, to make long story short, he told me that a girl that he had a so-called one night stand with, pregnant for him, is pregnant for him. And that I said, oh, so that explains the prenatal pills that you bought. Then he started getting like, what are you talking about? And I started telling him, and I told him I went through his sad. Of course, he got mad about that and stuff like that. I think we got into an argument. He left. Then he was calling me, wanting me to forgive him. He was saying he didn't want her, but he's going to be there for the baby. And if I'm going to be his woman, I need to support him in that. And da da da. Fuck that. Okay. So see, this is why I choose. Kind of like after that, I kind of chose to kind of be careful with guys that I date and stuff like that. And like I said, we were getting along. I was starting to really like him and stuff like that. But then you find out that. And I tried to talk myself into being a bigger woman and to deal with it. Then I was like, fuck that. I don't have to deal with that. A guy, he got another chick pregnant. Let him go be with the damn chick. I don't care. It's not all that. It's not worth it. And he kind of, kept on trying to make that happen, but it just wouldn't work. And I was saying to myself, after that, it kind of made me feel like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I might as well stay single, because I don't have time for like putting my time and little effort into these guys. And then you find out stuff like that. He's pregnant. I mean, the girl is pregnant. And then another one. I was dating him. And I really liked him. And I do believe that he really liked me. He probably still liked me. But I just kind of knew something wasn't right with him too. Long story short, come to find out, he's back and forth living with some lady that is always the reliable in between relationships. I guess he can go back to this lady and stuff like that. I think I told you guys about that, but I dug in his pocket, in his cell phone and his damn pocket, and got her number. Yes, I did. I know some of you saying, why are you doing that? Because I can. They damn cell phone and stuff is at my house. They sleeping. Oh well. And if they go, and then he got mad and it's like, well, how would you like if I go through your stuff? I said, no, I wouldn't like it, but if you do it, oh well, you ain't gonna find nothing, so I wouldn't even care. But I found that, living with a lady and stuff like that. So this is why I choose to be single, because I don't really have time to be dealing with all that, okay? And I know some of you probably are saying, oh, it must be the type of guys you date. No, these guys were really nice guys. Me and one of the guys, we've talked lately and stuff, and he's at a different point in his life. I'm at a different point. Who knows? We might, start talking back again. It was just, at that point, I wasn't trying to deal with all that. And then my thing is guys need to be a little more honest and straight up. Just be straight up, and let me choose if I want to deal with this. Don't let me find it out 2-3 months down the line. And I'm not saying you got to tell me your whole life in the beginning, but okay, who you live with? Well, I do live with this chick. Be honest. Don't say, oh, I live with my cousin, okay? And this guy, the one with the pregnancy, he, I don't know what he was thinking. Or maybe he said he had just found out, okay? All right, so I understand, and I don't know what he was thinking. Nobody's not going to deal with that. I know, not me, So anyway, I went off to something else, but I choose to be single because I got tired of dealing with that and tired of like putting my time and energy into these guys that lies. I hate liars. I can deal with somebody being straight up honest with me, and then that way I know it. If I want to deal with it, I can deal with it. But don't have me, thinking, oh, you're single, you're available, you're this and that. But then, boom, somebody's pregnant. Or, boom, I stay with this girl. So I just kind of like, when I moved to Atlanta, I was like, I'm going to just chill. Especially, I know I wasn't going to find me nobody out there with the rate they going out there with that DL stuff. And I'm not saying all men in Atlanta is gay. That's not what I'm saying. But it's a lot of that. And you have to be skeptical everywhere, not just in Atlanta. But I was out there for a whole nother reason with my daughter and stuff like that. And then when I came back to Cali, it's like Cali, a lot of guys out here, they're so used to a certain type of woman that they really can't deal with a southern woman like myself, who has a mind of my own and who's not going for the okie doke. Going for the okie doke means like, okay, all right, Byron, you can have my car. Come pick today's payday. Come pick me up. I got a little something for you, and you can take the car. And then no. No, 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 no. I ain't doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that. So this is why I'm single. I'm single so I can stay my ass free. I want to be single and free. Okay, meaning that I ain't trying to go to jail. And dealing with some of these guys, I know me. I know my personality and stuff like that, and I know what happens when people kind of like play with my little heart and then break my little heart and stuff. Then I be wanting to break they fucking heart up. Okay, so I figure if I stay single and just do me, get me right, then eventually God will send me my king. I'm not out there looking for him or whatever. He's gonna come to me. I don't know. He might be right in front of me right now. Might be one of the little guy friend I'm talking. I don't know. But I choose to be single because I don't have time to be going through that. And I'm not laying on no sofa. And I know some of you know what I'm talking about. I'm not laying on no sofa crying, watching Lifetime, worrying about where this dude at, why he doing me like this, calling, getting my friends going stalk him or any girl he dealing with. And I don't have time for all of that. So to keep me sane and, like I said, free, this is why I choose to be single. Okay, I do want to eventually find me someone. If I do, cool. But if I don't, I'm still cool. I'm cool because I'm cool being me. Right now, I'm just trying to get my money up and get my daughter and everything straight. If a man want to come into my life and be that piece of the puzzle, as they say, and kind of connect with me and let me have my space and he have his space, and then we come together and do our thing, cool. But if he coming in my life trying to rule and change things or tell me why do I have my 20-something year old still with me, then that's going to be a problem, because my daughter's going to stay with me until she's ready to get out and get on her own. She's going to get her own apartment. But everybody knows that in Cali, it is hard. Grown folks is living with people. I mean, grown like 40-something year olds. Like, as a matter of fact, one of the guys that he's talking to, grown folks living with people because it's hard. So you know what, a young child, trying to go to college and stuff. So that type of stuff there, men try to change that, and I'm not having that. So that's why I'm single.